What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again, guys. In the 2024 Kyle Larson Brickyard 400 race to win diecast in the studio. Let's go ahead and check it out. And here we go, folks, with today's diecast review. The 2024 Brickyard 400 race to win for Kyle Larson. One of his biggest wins in his career. The return of the Brickyard, the first Brickyard with an next-gen car. And just a massive milestone win for Kyle Larson. And let me tell you, it was a fun event. You know, you had controversy at the end. You had fuel mileage. You sometimes you need those things to make certain events just, I don't know. It's been a part of NASCAR for so long. So many controversial moments. And that's kind of what makes the sport special. I mean, they've been having controversy since, you know, the 80s and 90s in NASCAR. It's nothing new. But it was a fun event. And here's the race to win diecast to go along with it. I want to say this is the first Brickyard 400 race to win diecast since 2007, believe it or not. I want to say that's the case. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get the diecast out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. And here we go, fellas. Diecast out of the box, and check out that window sun visor. I mean, my goodness, look at all the area it actually covers up. That's pretty gnarly. So you can definitely tell it's a raced version diecast. And this paint scheme was special because this was the car that he ran the double with, or tried to run the double with, and they brought it back to the Brickyard. He ends up winning in it. And it's one of 3 diecast releases of this paint scheme. They have the non-patriotic, no logos, just a standard version. That was actually right at the end of 2023. They had, obviously, the patriotic, you know, the Coke 600 banner and all that stuff that he only did qualifying and practice in, I believe. And then, then they have this one here, which is the Brickyard one. So my point is, and why I mentioned that, if you're wanting the clean version of the Brickyard 400 car, you know, no patriotic tires or anything, just a standard paint scheme, good luck finding it. That one was released right at the end of 2023. And little did we know that would be a Brickyard car. Just, you know, what, 6 to 7 months later. It's got Hendrickcars.com right there on the front of the diecast. You have even some tear-off tabs there, which is pretty cool. Go to the front of the diecast, and I love when they do this with the Hendrick race to wins. They have the yellow on the corner panels of the splitter, but then they also add this carbon fiber texture to the splitter, which is really, really cool. Both sides, by the way, the bottom and the top of it. Fantastic stuff. Got the number 5 right there. A nice dust of dirt and grime and rubber built up on this car. Really awesome stuff. Now, this right here is not awesome, but it actually makes the race to win look a little bit cooler. That's actually a decal error, unfortunately. But again, it's a raced version diecast, so I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? If it was a clean car, then I'd be a little bit, you know, more disappointed. But with the raced version, it just kind of adds a little character to it. I got Hendrick Motorsports right there. On the left side of the diecast, of course, picked this one up from our good friends at Circle B Diecast. They also have the 2-car set that has the Jeff Gordon inaugural Brickyard 400 race to win from 1994. That car is exclusive to that set. At the time of this video, they haven't released it in the NASCAR Authentics line. So if you're looking for this car, you might as well go ahead and get the exclusive 2-car set that has the Jeff Gordon diecast with it. And let me tell you, one of the best, and I mean best, Jeff Gordon diecasts I've ever seen. You can check out my 2-car set review on that. This car is a part of that diecast set. But, you know, I try to make these videos a little bit more of an option to y'all. Like, hey, there's some fans that want to see the 2-car set, and there's some fans that only want to see the diecast individually. This is the individual release of the Brickyard race to win. This is not the 2-car set. In that particular set, the box tag right here is actually different. So, you know, that's why I like to kind of make the videos. When it comes to diecast sets and individual releases, I like to kind of separate them at times. That way it gives you the viewer options. Got the number 5 right there, Cup Series, Goodyear. Got a little bit of some scrapage right there in the left front. I really hope Bubba's Brickyard win gets made in 1/64 scale. Hopefully that's the case. Now, this little logo right here, or this circle, I want to say it's either, I haven't looked at the real photos of the car to tell if it's actually on the real car, but I want to say this is actually a design error by whoever mocked up the paint scheme, because that's where the NASCAR Salutes decal is supposed to be. And if I had to guess, that outlining to it is supposed to be a shadow or something there. And inevitably, this car naturally they probably had the Brickyard, or not Brickyard, but the Coke 600 render of it, which is, has the NASCAR Salutes logo. And when they made the render for the Brickyard one, I'm assuming they didn't, maybe they forgot to clear that out. I don't know. It could be accurate to the real car, but that's exactly where the NASCAR Salutes logo is supposed to be. Get Kyle Larson with the 4 race win stickers. This was his 4th win of the year, apparently. Val Lane with the 40th anniversary decal there. Hendrickcars.com. All kinds of dirt and grime across the side of the car. Get your B-Post decal, which has Chevrolet Exalta, Cincinnati Industries, Freightliner, Mech Tools, and Simeons. Go to the back end of the diecast here, and I love the carbon fiber spoilers. Love the detail. Got Hendrickcars.com with Camaro. Like the little orange stripe, very, very sharp. He would run a similar style paint scheme for 2025. It was different, but same color concept. And he actually ran the Xfinity race at the Brickyard in 2025, and he had a great chance to win it, too. That would have been really cool to at least get one of those wins that Brickyard weekend in 2025. Larson's history at Indianapolis is really going to be one for the record books, because Indy has always been talked about as a track that will it has moments where it will favor certain drivers, and it is some say it's like it has everything against certain drivers. So you look through all the history of the speedway, and Larson's history there is going to be fascinating. The double, the weather, not being able to run both events, and then he does it in 2025, and then he technically wouldn't have been able to finish the Indianapolis 500 because he would have had to leave early because of rain. It's fascinating how like Indy has been so brutal to him on the IndyCar side, but then he gets in the Cup car and wins the Brickyard in 2024. It's just remarkable how it can be the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. It's like when Scott McLaughlin spun out on the pace laps of the 2025 Indy 500. I mean, it's just remarkable how Indianapolis can just absolutely be devastating to certain drivers. And sometimes, it rewards you with maybe a 4th, Indy 500, like a Helio Castroneves and whatnot. So just remarkable, the history of the Speedway. And this car will be, for many, many years, remembered as a very important part of IMS history. And in fact, I hope they at least have a show car of this that they can put at IMS. That'd be really cool, because I think it's worthy of especially for nowadays modern NASCAR history, with the return of the Brickyard, the double, all that stuff. Got hiring text right there on the roof of the car, the inverted color palette for the number 5. Larson on the back window. The slashes in it are actually supposed to be there. Don't worry. That's for the air to go through the cabin. And Hendrickcars.com right there on the deck lid. Love the Larson raced wins, man. They're always really cool. This one's certainly a unique paint scheme, a special livery, winning the Brickyard, and a little bit of redemption for all the chaos that happened that double weekend in 2024. In 2025, he would, of course, wreck out at Indy, but again, if he doesn't wreck out, he's not going to finish the race. It was certainly a just really interesting event in 2025. Do I think he should ever come back and do the double again? I mean, I think logistically, there's never really been a super problem until now. And the only reason why is the rain. Like, if there was no rain in 24 and 25 at Indy, he has no problem, right? At least getting back to Charlotte in time. I just think it's terrible timing. I mean, the timing could not have been worse, unfortunately. But I hope that somehow, some way, they find a way to do it again. They find a way to run the double again, and I think that would be great for the sport. Do I honestly think he will do it again? I have no idea. I mean, let's just be honest. I have no idea. I do think he will attempt, maybe after his full-time NASCAR days are over, he might just say, hey, I want to experience the full month of May. I don't know. I'm going to end the video on this, fellas. Here's the 2-car set if you're curious. I mean, yeah, look at that Gordon diecast, man. Wow. And there's, of course, the Larson Brickyard one. I mean, this 2-car set is so cool, man. There's so many, like, photos on it. It really reminds me of some of the 2000s artwork where you had a lot of actual photos of the car and a lot of work really put into the display piece, and the rear panel of it is so cool. Look at that. You got Larson's car crossing the bricks, the 24, the 5. Highly recommend it, guys. Tap in, pick it up while you can over there at Circle B. They have it, again, the individual release, which we just reviewed, and they have it in the 2-car set. So that's what's so cool. It gives the fans options. But the Gordon diecast, at the time of this video, it hasn't been put in the Authentic Wave. I have no idea if it's ever going to be one, but at the time of this video, it is truly exclusive for the 1/64 scale to that. And yes, they do also have the double, the 2-car set, the Gordon and the Larson, in the 1/24 scale as well. Let me tell you, that Gordon 1/24 and Larson 1/24, amazing. That's all for now. Have a blessed one. DB, signing off.